So our mission today is basically to pinpoint the most critical updates in 4.0 and really get a handle on their impact for anyone handling payment card data, trying to provide some clarity, cut through the noise.
Right. And I think what's really significant about PCI DSS 4.0, the fundamental thing,
Welcome to the Cybersecurity Podcast series. Today, we're diving deep into PCI DSS 4.0. We want to look at what these updates really mean for payment security.
absolutely, it's a critical topic.
Yeah, in our current digital world, staying ahead of these standards isn't just, a good idea. It's really fundamental for protecting sensitive information and keeping that trust your customers place in you. And actually, a quick note for everyone listening, get connected with Sudhakar Kakinada on LinkedIn. He can do a quick chat on how he can help enhance your organization's cybersecurity, really take it to the next level of robustness.
Good point.
So our mission today is basically to pinpoint the most critical updates in 4.0 and really get a handle on their impact for anyone handling payment card data, trying to provide some clarity, cut through the noise.
Right. And I think what's really significant about PCI DSS 4.0, the fundamental thing, is this shift in approach.
Okay.
It's less about, just ticking specific boxes on a list.
The old way.
Exactly. And much more about achieving a desired security outcome. It's a move away from rigid rules towards, a more adaptable framework.
Adaptable. How so? How does that practically differ from, say, version 3.2.1?
Well, previously, you often saw very prescriptive requirements, like a recipe, almost you had to follow it exactly.
Right.
PCI DSS 4.0 introduces more objective-based requirements. So think of it like saying you need to prevent unauthorized access rather than specifying the exact brand of firewall you absolutely must use.
I see.
It allows for, greater adaptability, different business models, different technologies.
There's always a but.
Yeah, this flexibility, it also puts a greater responsibility on organizations. You have to demonstrate that your chosen controls, whatever they are, actually meet the standard's intent effectively.
Okay, so that's where it gets really interesting, doesn't it? Instead of just the checklist, it's more about proving you've actually achieved that security posture, even if your specific methods are maybe unique to your setup.
Precisely. Yeah. And that raises a big question for organizations. Do they have the expertise, the processes in place, not just to implement maybe alternative controls, but also to rigorously assess them, document their effectiveness?
Right.
It definitely requires a more mature, risk-aware security mindset.
Okay, so beyond this big shift towards flexibility and outcomes, what other key sort of evolutions does 4.0 bring?
Another really crucial aspect is the expanded scope.
Expanded scope.
Yeah, PCI DSS 4.0 now casts a much wider net. It looks at the entire ecosystem involved in payment processing.
So not just the traditional cardholder data environment, the CDE.
Exactly. It includes interconnected systems, third-party service providers. The standard basically recognizes that vulnerabilities can exist anywhere along that chain. For our listeners, if you need help mapping that out, remember, get connected with Sudhakar Kakinada on LinkedIn for a quick chat on how he can help enhance your organization's cybersecurity to the next level of robustness.
That makes perfect sense, especially now with how interconnected everything is. So how does this broadened scope actually affect what organizations need to do for compliance?
Well, it really necessitates a more holistic approach to security governance. You can't just focus on your immediate systems anymore.
Right.
You need to conduct thorough due diligence on your service providers, implement ongoing monitoring to ensure these third parties also maintain, adequate security controls.
It's like securing not just your own house, but also checking the locks on the doors of everyone who has a key to your house.
That's a good analogy, yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Are there any specific new requirements or maybe areas that are particularly noteworthy under 4.0, things people really need to focus on?
Oh, absolutely. There's a much stronger emphasis now on continuous security monitoring and testing.
Continuous.
Yes, the new standard really encourages a proactive stance, constantly looking for and addressing vulnerabilities rather than just relying heavily on, say, the annual assessment.
So moving away from that point-in-time snapshot.
Right. And additionally, there's a heightened focus on the human element. More detailed requirements around security awareness training for all personnel.
So it's acknowledging that technology alone isn't the silver bullet, that people and processes are just as critical.
Exactly. Human error still remains a huge factor in a large percentage of security incidents. PCI DSS 4.0 really reflects this understanding. It gives more specific guidance on cultivating a strong security culture within an organization.
So if we were to boil it down for someone listening who deals with payment card information, what's the essential message about PCI DSS 4.0 they should take away?
I'd say the fundamental message is that PCI DSS 4.0 is a significant step forward, a real evolution in how we approach payment security.
Okay.
It emphasizes adaptability through those objective-based requirements we talked about. It takes a comprehensive view of the security landscape, including the whole payment ecosystem, and it stresses the continuous need for vigilance, a proactive security posture involving both tech and people.
Yeah, think of it this way. If your data security was like a valuable vault, PCI DSS 4.0 provides the upgraded blueprint for a more robust defense, making the walls higher, the locks stronger, and making sure everyone with access understands their role in keeping it secure.
That fits.
And one last reminder, get connected with Sudhakar Kakanada on LinkedIn for a quick chat on how he can help you enhance your organization's cybersecurity to the next level of robustness.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Considering how sophisticated cyber threats are getting, how proactive is your organization really in adapting its security posture to these evolving standards like PCI DSS 4.0?
Stay secured and stay tuned.